Time is 6:15 and time to take a look at your money this morning as each year millions of bargain hunting Americans look to Amazon's Prime Day to capture those large online discounts for their shopping needs. And this year, Amazon's two-day Prime Day event was held last Tuesday and Wednesday. But with consumers still facing high inflation, just how willing have people been to spend money? Financial advisor Mark Graviteshki joining us now off of Zoom to break down the numbers. And good morning, Mark, and happy belated birthday to you.
Oh, hey, good morning to you, Devin. Appreciate it, but kind of a low-key birthday the other day. But it does kind of remind me of WQAD's very own Josh Lamberty, that if you remember, had a personal crisis when he turned the ripe old age of 25.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
handling it better than Josh did.
Oh, we know it oh so well, but hopefully you got enough sleep last night. So let's start off. What are we hearing about some of the retail sales numbers from this year's Prime Day event?
Yeah. Well, even though Amazon created Prime Day back in 2015 as a way to kind of promote its own online shopping business, over the years, this annual event has really kind of expanded across the broader retail industry. Now you see other retailers, both large and small, offering their own online discounts and promotions to try and capture those consumer dollars. This year, Devin, American shoppers spent a record high $14.2 billion in online sales last Tuesday and Wednesday. This is up about 11.8% from last year and slightly above the $14 billion that was forecast. So, I think the retail industry is quite pleased with these numbers, kind of given the uncertainty and apprehension over the state of the American consumer.
So given that we still have high inflation, why do you think we saw such strong sales numbers over Prime Day? And are we still seeing a lot of strength in consumer spending?
Well, we are starting to see, I guess you could call it kind of a gradual softening, so to speak, in consumer spending. And I think, high inflation, high interest rates play a major role in that. But I think it's because of high inflation, high interest rates that we saw such strong numbers last week over Prime Day. One of the hallmarks of Prime Day is that retailers, tend to offer those steep discounts, and I think shoppers use this as an opportunity to buy those items on their to-do list in a way that they can now save some money. For example, Devin, back to school items were very, very popular over Prime Day. So if you can get those items, which you're going to have to buy those items anyway, but now at a greatly reduced price, it helps families kind of stretch out their household budgets.
So what were some of the bigger shopping trends that we saw over Prime Day?
One of the major trends we continue to see is the use of what's called buy now, pay later services. Buy now, pay later is a short-term financing option that it allows consumers to either make low interest, or in some cases even no interest installment loans for their purchases. So consumers can kind of use this buy now, pay later platform instead of these high interest credit cards. Right now, the average interest rate on new credit cards is nearly 25%. And over the past 3 years, purchases on this buy now, pay later platform have increased by over 113%. So it's just another way, Devin, that consumers are just trying to adapt to this inflation problem.
And lastly, for a lot of people, what if we missed Prime Day? Are there still other large discounts out there, or do we have to wait until next year?
Well, the good thing about Prime Day is that, as I kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, is that it's really kind of created this broader July shopping season that extends well beyond this two-day shopping event. There's still a lot of deals to be had out there if you look for them, and obviously taking advantage of these big discounts can really help out that family budget.
All right, Mark, thank you so much again, and hopefully you treated yourself well yesterday to that birthday. All right, we'll see you next week.
Take care.
Well, now